beautiful people, you are welcome to our in-house Independence edition or Independence shoot, as the case may be. And today we are going to be talking about, what Independence Day means to each and every one of us. I know some people here, a lot of people here, they were not born when we had independence. So I don't know what relevant, but we are going to be talking about all that today. Like I said, this is an in-house shoot. Everyone is here, and you know this person, my regular co-host and guest on News Trend, our Oga at the top, the managing editor of the Eagle Online. You are welcome on the show, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and you know who I am. And I'm going to allow the other people to...
Amy. Hi, guys.
Okay.
King Guru.
That name. Please, let's know your original name. Let's see your real face.
My real face. That's my name.
King Guru.
Yes.
Well, I know you are Samuel. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. I'm Mary.
They're shy. Okay, so before we go into the topic of today, we are going to be wishing Nigeria and Nigerians a happy Independence Day, and I want us to do it together. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Happy
Independence
Day, Okay, so like I said, we are talking about Independence Day. What does Independence Day or independence, Nigeria's independence, what does it really mean? Sir, we're going to be starting from, what does it really mean to you? What is the relevance to you and to Nigeria and to the people, to Nigerians today, as of today?
Well, for a lot of countries that are independent, the idea some of us have is the fact that once you are pronounced, because pronouncing you independent and becoming independent, they are two different things. Once you are pronounced independent, it means you are no longer the appendage of your colonial masters. So that's why there is a huge difference between pronouncing you independent and being independent.
Truly independent.
Yes, we have been pronounced independent since 65 years ago. And at that time, it was an achievement. But now, citizens are beginning to ask questions on that independence. Maybe that will be my opening statement, because we still need to explore, indeed, what independence
is and how we
will need to look at the dictionary meaning of independence. Then we can now look at if we
are truly independent.
65 years.
65 years. We are elder states. Okay, so Amy, what's independence to you?
Growing up, I hear independence, and they will tell you it's the day Nigeria became free to be on our own. But looking at it now, I don't think so. I don't think we are free. I don't think that we are independent. We are standing alone because we still depend. In fact, we're not even dependent on ourselves, much less that kind of thing. I look at other countries when they celebrate independence. I see the patriotism, I see the joy, I see the happiness and everything. And then you mention independence in Nigeria, I'm like, what concerns me with that?
Exactly.
They are not feeling
food on my table.
Independence being to me was everyone so happy together. We are united, we are one, and now we're not even one. Nobody cares. Everybody's just doing their own thing. It's Independence Day. It's another public holiday as far as they are concerned.
Exactly.
That's why they're happy
for that one.
Thing.
Exactly. It's a public holiday. Another day to go
when
rest.
independence was announced in the office here, independence holiday was announced in the office here.
Holiday to go and sleep and rest. There is no joy there. There's
Yes.
no patriotism. There's no loyalty. Everybody just like, let me go and sleep at home. That is what independence is to most Nigerians now.
You.
No, not
So
me.
you-
I want it to be more, but that is how I see it today.
Someone.
All right. So for me, what I would say Independence Day actually is in Nigeria currently, independence is more like just a title. So it's not really a state of mind for the citizens, because I wouldn't say it's a fault of the government, but it's the fault of the people as a whole. Why do I say that? Because if we check even the people who colonized us, the things that the positives that they left, even after the colonialism, after they had left, we don't copy those positives. What we're copying now is the negatives. So which means we're only independent in title, but not independent in character, in behavior, in mannerism. So Nigerians, like Amy has said, Independence Day is just another holiday. And I think they said the government even cancelled the Independence Day parade. This is something that growing up, all of us have been watching and seeing. So it's something we always look forward to.
Exactly.
Once it's 8 a.m., you see your president on your TV, they are doing march past, gun salute and everything. But now we're hearing that they've cancelled it. So it's more like as if the government too is going on the public holiday as well. So yeah, like I said, Independence Day is just a title. It's not really it's not a way of life now.
That's sad. Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, so same thing with Sam. Like he said, to me it's just like a title because it doesn't even fulfill that the word Independence Day in Nigeria presently doesn't fulfill that word as well. So and also when we were growing up in school, there's this song they sing. I already know the ending. Oh, freedom, 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 freedom everywhere. So that's what
Are we really free?
That's the thing. It's like
Really
no
free.
freedom of speech, other things.
Freedom of that
that's
speech is
just
not
it.
promised.
Okay, Ife.
Okay. Independence to me then when I used to be small. When I hear independence, what comes to
All of you are
mind?
still small anyway. So I don't understand.
When she was younger,
Okay.
What comes
Speak
to
for yourself.
mind is like the day Nigeria gets free and we are able to stand on our own. But if you check now, things are not okay now. If like everything is just somehow. Even when people hear about independence, they're like, who Nigeria am?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I just feel like independence has lose that joy in it.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. That's
the land we were born in. We did not
Yes.
choose the land.
I think everybody's right, you know. So when we say independence, I'm not thinking, going back, okay, that at the point that we even gained independence, were we actually independent? Or it was just
we
a-
right for it?
Or was it just a ceremony like, okay, let's just do this for them. Okay, we are independent, but then we are the head, but we are the neck. We are still, we are still the one controlling the head. So, like you said, let's go back to the what is the meaning of independence itself, and is it really being practiced? Are we really independent?
Okay, good. Now, independence says the state of being free of the control of some other person, country, or entity. That's the meaning. So, is Nigeria free of the control of other people,
No.
or countries, or bodies?
No.
Oh, ourselves.
All ramifications, it's a no.
It's a big no.
Because when you look at the way we're operating now, if we go into all of the details, we won't leave here.
Truly.
There is no sector where we're independent.
Wow.
None. And it's so unfortunate because when you look around the world, I say to people, and I've told one of the producers on whose show I attend, the next time I hear you say, God bless Nigeria, we are going to have a huge fight
That's why.
because Nigeria is already blessed.
True. Okay. We have a
You,
lot.
you don't ask for what you have.
Yes.
You work on it to make it show.
Mm.
You know, it's like pastors will explain it to us. In the spiritual world, your wealth is hanging. Can you do the thing that will bring it down
Get down.
into the physical? That is what Nigeria is waiting for. And until when we put ourselves together in a way that we are ready for that manifestation, we will still be a beggar nation.
Wow.
That's where we are now. We are still begging.
We are. Indeed.
Because when you look at everything that we have in this country, mineral resources, the human beings, we are doing great.
Yes.
There was a year I went to the UK, my first time visit to the UK. I met a friend who took us around London City and showed us a particular spot where they took a bridge, because there was always massive hold up in that area, through a building. And we could, yes, trailers, cars, buses passing through that bridge. And there are offices on this side, offices on this side, and offices at the top.
Wow.
Now, that's not even the story. So who did this? He said, that's the London Planning Office. And that there's 5 senior people sit in that office. 2 are Ghanaians, 3 are Nigerians.
Wow.
So I was shocked. He said, they have 5-year plans, 10-year plans, forward looking. And then this man called me one day and said he has decided to come to Nigeria to come and work. So I said, I hope you have not arrived. He said, I've started. I was like, hey, waiting. Nigeria happened to him. Under 1 year, he did not resign before leaving. Because he said, well, where it started was when he gets to his office, there'll be white stitch powder, white stitch stuff on his seat.
You see?
Then the day he finally
Everyone
left
needs to get better.
was the day he met a python in his office.
Okay now.
I won't mention the name of the outfit. Because what happened? What was his score? What did they have against him?
Exactly.
Progress.
He's part of the people who vet whatever is brought for purchase. This thing is 1,000 naira. They write 1 million. And they want him to pass it. He says no. And they asked him, so you are the one who wants to come and spoil our
income.
daily bread.
Great.
So they showed him the way out.
Ah.
So, and what did he do? He took off and went back to where he came from.
Before.
And so we lost a good man. And that is what it is about in Nigeria. All over. How many countries did Zuckerberg visit when he came to Africa? Nigeria was the longest place he stayed because we had the brains. And he went straight to Yaba area where the guys who were vast in IT, where they were. At some point, our IT in banks almost collapsed. What happened? Oyinbos came and took all our guys away.
I remember that time, yes.
So it means we have the human
Resources,
capacity
yes.
to deliver. But do our people allow those things to happen? It's a big question.
It is.
And some of us always say it, and I'll keep saying it. Don't pray that God should bless Nigeria.
Okay.
It's a wrong prayer.
God should do what now? God should open the... Our
should
eyes
say
are
this.
already open.
You should say
Or God should what?
I think
God should bring a very heavy hammer and be knocking people's heads in the right direction. He should knock them for doing the wrong thing because they call his name in vain.
that one too.
They call his name in vain. Something that is already with
Yes,
you. You are praying
Yeah,
for it and you are disturbing
you are
God.
disturbing God.
The man who worked for 6 days without resting, you will not even allow him to rest. What is the issue?
He has given you all you need. All what you need to do is go to work. You are not going to work. You still want him to do
Let me
everything for
let me
you.
share another one with you. I was on a flight, Emirates. I was looking, I don't watch films. I saw a feature there that interested me. How the couple, those huge birds in the air. And I saw that the better part of the 200 that they paid for at that time, 200 Boeings that they paid for, were being coupled in South Africa. So they fly in the engine, they do this, they do that. And South Africa will supply all the wires, all the seats, all the things for joining the whole thing together. Where is Nigeria?
We are busy importing.
Your motor is not working.
Abi.
Where we could have said,
It's not working.
and
No.
so it's a shame. There are so many examples like that. What we now should be talking about is what's our perspective to the solution of this problem. Because we are 65 and big for nothing. They call us the giant of Africa. Somebody did an analysis. Don't know if you all read it. A man who had been in the banking sector for several years, but he now does articles after leaving the banking. And he said one bank in South Africa has more funds than the whole of the banks in Nigeria put together, several times over.
All the
One bank,
including the branches of the banks in Nigeria.
everything put together, one bank in South Africa.
How is that?
Because that is capacity. We are talking of improving on what we have, while others are doing what banking is all about.
Wow.
One bank.
So you mean all these banks that we have, even the first generation banks?
Forget it.
Wow.
What our banks are doing now, they are acquiring properties. They're not doing the real banking, where the money is, where you have enough to give to people as loans, SMEs. You know, that's the real bank.
But are we sure that banks are not giving loans?
You are not getting the truth. There is a difference between somebody who is bringing out loan by force and somebody who is saying, even if I collect only 1% on this money I'm giving out, I'm covered. Because the funds are there. There is a huge difference. That's where it is. So what's the solution?
What is the solution?
I think that's the next question we should all take time to answer.
Revolution. I don't even think it's revolution, because I believe that even the ordinary Nigerian, each person, I believe that the change has to start from, you know, each and every one of us, and not just government, because we are quick to say government, hey, Tinubu this person this, they didn't provide this, they didn't give me this and all that, you know, but we never. But when we are in a position of just a little power or a little opportunity, we are quick.
Yes.
We are quick, you know, we are quick to divert. We are quick to, okay, let me chop. Okay, you know. So I really don't know. I don't know if God should
see a solution. We should even understand what the problem is, and I think that is selfishness. When you look at our past, the ones who fought for our independence, the way they were so dedicated and determined, Nigeria, we can stand on our own, we can die build our country, we can die for our country. And then you now gradually see how the following leaders were going back and going further and further away from that ideal. Everybody wants to have their own legacy. I came to office, this is what I do. And that's how you see it most. A governor will come, start a project, go, to be abandoned. Everybody wants my name on this thing. So they are no longer saying unity, nation, Nigeria. They are saying my name. That if you look at the history of Nigeria, they will not understand that no matter how you look at the history of Nigeria, you will say that you were in power, but your power did not reflect in the country. People are not seeing it that way. They are not seeing it as a collective. They're just seeing it as an individual, which affects everybody.
When you look at this thing, before independence or before the colonialists, before they even came, we did have a system that was working.
It was.
We had everything going for us. So
and it
what
was always
happened
a
exactly?
community. It was a community.
Exactly.
The Igbos had their community united.
Yes,
The
everybody
Yorubas
had theirs, and we had
community
everything
united.
going,
Sure,
and
because
we had
fragmented.
our
We were
laws
not
and
a
all
nation
that.
truly, oh. we were just seeing a geography. It was then that came and amalgamated Nigeria.
Yeah, so is
into
that where the problem started from? Or what, sir, what do you even think is the genesis of this?
Okay, let me quickly tell you that what I spoke about before I go to that question. There is a bank that is called Standard Bank Group.
Okay, Standard Bank. I think they are in Nigeria as well.
No, we have Standard Chartered.
Standard Chartered.
Yes,
That's
Standard
part of
Chartered,
it.
yes.
So now, while all the banks in Nigeria have about $8 billion combined capacity.
Combined.
Yes, $8 billion.
finish.
It's not naira, no.
So this bank
Mm.
has a market cap. That's the capitalization of the Nigerian banks now. That's their value.
Mm.
This Standard Bank Group has a market capitalization of between $21 billion
Okay, now.
and $22 billion.
Okay.
Our own capacity is $2 billion.
Okay. Oh.
All the banks put together. Now, we've been told that there was a time that the problem we had in this country was how to spend money,
Yes, so.
not the money.
Yes, so. Yes.
And there is something about money. Some people will term it spiritual, but it is not. When you don't deploy money in the right direction, it looks for where it can be better managed.
Mm.
Because whether it is spiritual or whichever way you decide to take it, it is only money that you multiply that can go.
Yes. Mm.
While others were investing, building capacity, whichever way you look at it, power, we didn't build capacity. Sports,
Sports.
we didn't build capacity. Entertainment, we didn't build capacity. When you go to those sectors, some people will say we are doing well in Hollywood. Who built the capacity? Was it the government?
That's true.
No, it wasn't the government. The only outing that we had that had entertainment flavor was First Act 77. And government did not make money, it spent money. You don't do that. These are areas in which people were making money and investing. There is a project that they call Ajaokuta Steel Company. Over 40 years. That place has not worked. Just 2 weeks ago, Aliko Dangote said it will never work. And I'm one of those who said it will never work. Because people are there for 40 years, they are collecting salary and doing no work. They are just there. That thing is not working.
And they're just
The
spending
level of
themselves.
trees that we have in this country, we shouldn't be importing newspapers or newsprint.
Or toothpick.
To even to as bad as toothpick.
Even the
To
people
big.
with our currency.
I know.
I was shocked when I heard that.
Yes, now.
Only secondary school I heard that.
When you see Nigeria, the toothpick in Nigeria is broom. It's broom. Because you recognize that this one came from Nigeria.
Wow.
But we've lost it completely. So it was like, while others were planning, we were spending.
We're spending.
Like
I mean,
drunken
we know how to
sailors.
spend. We're spending.
We were spending. And our leaders did not see that planning for tomorrow is what will sustain your economy. we engage in only short-term plans. For instance, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway was said to have been constructed in 1976. At least I was one of those who first had the privilege of using that route. The moment we did that road, every other road that leads somewhere that we called old road, we abandoned them.
Yeah. Well, we know how to do
Instead
that.
of developing on them
Mhm.
and keeping them intact, we abandoned. We went, we bought planes. We labeled it Nigeria Airways.
Nigeria Airways.
Some of us have said it is Nigeria Airways because people were just putting their children on board for free.
Me, I didn't go on it
Now,
for free.
Kenya Airways is owned by the government now. They are recording profits. The airline from Rwanda, they are recording profits. That airline at some point had a Nigerian captain as the head.
Wow.
Most of their flights had Nigerians working on them. Now, Rwanda,
Wanda.
not to now say we are going to UAE, where you have Emirates, and you have the other one from what's the other city? No, they still in UAE.
Dubai,
Two solid airlines.
Yeah.
Emirates fly from Dubai.
I think, is it Etihad?
Etihad.
Etihad, yeah.
And then you now go on and on and on like that. Nothing we have done is profitable. So we didn't have leaders who, to use the language of our late comedian, who had forest sites. They didn't have forest sites. They didn't have forest sites. We didn't have those leaders. That's where our problems stem from. And at the time, we ought to now be disciplined. We now add people who have complimentary cards in their pockets. I'm the friend to the son of the president. I'm the special advisor to the daughter of the governor. People doing briefcase contracts. Those were the kind of things that we had in this country. Because some of us, we enjoyed small now. Do you know condensed milk?
Yes.
Where did you see it? They are still selling it. That time, even any child, we go and buy it, we put it inside water, we wrap it inside nylon, we put it in the freezer. Those are the things that we enjoy.
I don't know condensed milk.
Goody was there.
I know goody.
I had
Lobo.
my primary school and my secondary school, it was free books.
Yeah.
Free. We lost virtually everything in our years of plenty. We were like the Egyptians who didn't have people who planned for them for the year of the locust. That was what we did. And when you go and look at it, you are not respected anywhere in the Committee of Nations when you are not making money. Because it is your savings, what they see in your foreign account, that they will use to respect you. We have just about $42 billion there now. Who will respect you? When other countries are talking in trillions.
Wow.
That's why people like China will say, yeah, President of Nigeria, come, we can loan you. When we should be the ones who should be giving them money. It's a shame we mismanage our country. Those who gave us independence, they knew that we were going to fail.
Really?
They knew.
Are you not sure it's even their interference that has not given us any headway?
How?
Well, because I feel that they still have their claws.
What then do you say about the countries surrounding us, Mali, Benin Republic, Togo, where France is still dominating their lives? Maybe when they handed over to us, Naira was better, stronger than pound.
Yes.
It was stronger than the dollar.
Yes.
People go from here to go and spend their weekend in the UK.
Yes, I can attest. Yes.
So what are we talking about? How did we get to here is what we should be asking ourselves. Because even somebody like me, I can't understand it. I can't really. It's difficult for me to comprehend that Naira in 2010 was about 120, 125 to a dollar. And now it's about 16.
1,000.
2010. 2010.
How many years ago?
So how do we get out of this? Okay, we are here now. We have found ourselves here. How do we get out of this? How?
Yeah, let the Gen Z speak. They have solutions to these things.
Okay,
For me,
Happy.
I feel like the problem has to start with mentality first. We have to stop seeing corruption as something that is a norm. Because even from the primary schools, you see, give me your book, let me copy, I'll give you biscuits. Those are how it starts.
Yes.
That's how it starts. We need to stop rationalizing corruption. It's not a normal thing. Nowadays, you see people, they see this governor did this with money. They say, if I reach my turn, me say, make I raise
Yeah, exactly. Nobody
right.
wants to go there
It's
to
not
do
right.
this.
These are the things we want to change. This older generation, they didn't get it right. When we get there, let's not try to make the same mistakes. But as it stands, it looks like that's what we're going to still do when we get there. So it needs to change from everybody. We need to hold people accountable when we see things like this. Like, don't allow yourself to think like this. So some of them left us on the mainland, packed themselves and went to the island. It makes no sense. If we are together, that's when you can achieve development. Not that you abandon them and say, you're not classifying them as, this one is from mainland, leave them, you don't get class. Just
What
because of
class do
why.
they have on the island?
You are
Where
literally
water
even
is
suffering.
water is coming every day.
If you don't
And
have bottled water, you
Don't
cannot
drink it,
drink.
but exactly.
Exactly.
Their water is
So it
colored.
makes no
It's
sense.
just hype.
They don't have good mama puts there.
Because all these things, as it still boils down to
It's
waste.
really fake like
Because you
that.
have the money, does not mean you should spend it anyhow. If the island has problem, you come back to the mainland, you develop locations. I mean, there are places in Ogun State, there are places in some areas in Ikorodu Sef that still have barren land. You go there, you build estates, you develop houses. Why are you living where you have to buy water before you can do something? It makes no sense. It's just waste.
Status.
If you check how much you're spending on water in a month,
It's
makes
to feel
no
among
sense.
now. It's to feel among, and that's what we are saying. Yeah, nobody really wants. Everybody, the typical person in Nigeria is just
Selfish.
He's selfish, just after his own head. As long as me and my family, I don't. Yeah, so as long as we are good, I don't care about. No. What's my business? The country is bad. Is it me? Is it only one me? But if everybody say, is it only one me? Is it only one me? Imagine if all people say you want me. If everybody now decide that okay, me. You and I will do this, and then a third person, and then a fourth person, and then, we all decide that we're going to make this country better. It will start from somewhere, and then people will begin. But when everybody decide, it's not my business, and then this Japa syndrome.
I think it's
Everybody like, we are going. This country is bad. It's bad.
It's itching to say something.
But Ife, tell us something. If you two
How
are
can
planning
it
to
get better?
Japa.
Or you want to also leave us?
I think the problem in this country now is the people. Because they keep saying the government is this, the government is that. But when it's time to vote for the right people, people they will bribe them with small time before they are already siding with the wrong person. So I think the problem is the people.
Those that are even voting. Some of us that are shouting, we have people never voted
Because
before.
that's the question I'm going to ask.
Exactly. I know someone
So
that
how do we get out of this
I
problem?
know someone that
Wow,
is not going to
Dave.
vote.
How do we get out of this
Hear
problem?
you.
The problem should just highlight it.
No,
your own
generally.
view. That's our own view. Yes.
Okay, so for me, I think the ball is in our court. We have to do the work ourselves. Yes, the government has their own role to play. We also have our own role to play. So as Nigerians, we have to assist each other. As for me now, we see a lot of potentials in Nigeria, but they don't hold them. They don't hold them, and they are not rules and how do I put it? They are not rules that govern these people. Because most of the people that have this potential, you either see UK people come and take them to utilize their potential over there. Then there's a video of a guy I saw on Instagram. This guy, people in comment section, they just tell him to do this and we'll just create it. So they really need a dispenser out of cardboard and just bottled water with a straw, and I was shocked. Someone like that, someone from abroad seeing, we definitely want to take him. There are a lot of potentials in Nigeria. Just for the right companies or right people to just grab a hold of these people, use and just use. That's
We
just.
don't appreciate our own thing now. If you go to the market, if you see Nigerian product and you say Nigerian, it's fake, it's fake. Yeah, the imported one. We want imported one. That's the original. You know what Nigeria made? Yes. Yes, sir. Buy basmati rice. Nigerian rice. No, I was going to say you are Nigerian rice.
Some motors is still even more expensive than foreign made cars.
Because
yes,
you must also take into consideration the exchange rate. That's where the challenge is.
What exchange rates? Is it not being okay? Well, materials.
We are importing everything now. It's largely
manufactured in Nigeria.
we just couple. We don't do anything serious to those vehicles. So, and that's why, for me, I believe one of the challenges we need to quickly solve is to make Ajaokuta work. If Ajaokuta works, and for instance, we don't need to be perfect from day one. We're able to manufacture our own car. We're able to manufacture our own trains.
That's a long shot.
It's nearby if we are serious with our lives. Because, like I said when we began, when people count countries that are blessed, Nigeria ranks very high. You can't take that away from us. And they just said it now. The brains we have.
We do.
The natural resources we have. And one other area in which God has blessed us massively, we don't have natural disasters. Imagine a tsunami happening in this country.
It's all over.
Then it's all over.
It's all over.
Because even the small rains that will fall for 4 hours, 5 hours, okay.
And traffic.
On the way home on Sunday, I saw a falling container. As we speak, it has not been taken off.
Wow.
3 days counting. 3 days on. So if we now have a natural disaster, what happens? We have a tsunami.
God knew how to distribute.
God has really blessed us. I'm telling you.
Problems.
Well, you are right. He distributed the problem to those who want to it. Yeah.
He gave us bad leaders.
Do you know how many natural disasters hit Japan in a year?
Exactly.
You don't see them do.
And then the other day, I was watching a video where I saw what they call the biggest estates where occupiers don't need to go out at all. Massive schools inside, football pitch, hospitals, everything.
Each floor looks as if it's the ground floor.
You saw it too. I'm happy you did.
Each floor.
Where you have
they showed the 22nd floor. It looks like ground floor.
And you have a lot of people living there.
Until they showed it down.
Sometimes you don't even need to leave your floor before you go to the hospital. You go to school, you go do everything.
Wow.
And that's a country that suffers from natural disasters. If you build a 50-story building in Nigeria, you are sure that something is coming.
Hey.
So it's a massive issue that we need to address. God has blessed us. People should stop saying God bless Nigeria. We have enough blessing. How do we turn those blessings into fortune and not misfortune?
Yes.
I will come from King Guru's perspective, that mentality thing. But instead of resources or corruption, the tribe, we should stop seeing ourselves as I'm Yoruba. I'm Igbo. We are all Nigerian. I think it came from when we still had all those, I've forgotten what this is called, the Akintola and Awolowo one side.
This is the Biafra time now.
Yes.
They had a...
Onamdi Azikiwe,
This-
Tafawa
So
Balewa,
that's
Yakubu
transferred down.
Ojuku.
Yeah.
And as causing, there are
Even
times when you will
till
see two groups that can work well together, but because no, I am Igbo, I cannot work with you. You people killed my people then. Problem. And if we can just remove that, okay, yes, fine, we have different tribes. I mean, we're not the only ones that have different tribes. Even the Chinese, they have the Mandarin, they have they have different languages, but they are still
we are not
united.
even, in terms of counting, shall we use English here.
Exactly.
In South Africa, they have 11 official languages.
Oh, imagine
I
official.
don't understand why we cannot just let go. I mean, for God's sake, it's not you people that were cleaning. The people that killed themselves have
They are
died.
gone.
They have died. Let them
But you know
die.
that they killed somebody's grandfather and they affected the father.
oh,
And then
no,
somebody's
oh,
son.
that person-
And then somebody,
okay, so-
you know like that. This person, everybody would have told their children and their grandchildren that this person,
So-
you
I don't
cannot date
understand.
an Hausa
We are
person because
not-
I don't
his
understand.
great grandfather came to my house and they do.
Why would you carry your own blood feud? That's something I cannot understand. Why would you carry your own blood feud and put it on your children and your grand? Why
You
would
know?
It
you do
means we are
that?
doing Romeo and Juliet.
Why would you do that? We have, and they don't even plan ahead. You don't say how this is going to affect the whole country.
Yes.
And it's still affecting us. I mean, I will go to a place like, you look like a Yoruba girl. I will not mention I'm not Yoruba. And the way they will just,
They will just look at you.
We'll just
I'm not offended you. You were complimenting me just now. But I'm not Yoruba. No, don't worry.
Don't worry.
don't worry.
It's not bad.
What did I do to you?
In those days, it used to be because of uneducation and illiteracy.
That was
But
just many of their reasons.
what even pained me was this election, this presidential election. The way people were campaigning for Peter Obi and people were campaigning for Tinubu. What is your reason for not wanting Peter
They don't want a
Obi?
Yoruba man. They don't want an Igbo man. Very
to rule them.
stupid reasons.
Like, it was so obvious that it was tribalism. They had fights in my class group chat because of it. I was so embarrassed. I was like,
Of
At
what
this
the
age,
problems
with
we
all
have
this
in
age, you
only than
Nigeria.
understand
And the
people.
funny thing is that
Problem.
the fight is not because these are people, young people
And
in
the
their
worst part-
20s. What is your grounds against
The
an
worst
Igbo
part-
person or Yoruba person? It's not your fight. You understand what I'm trying to
Yes.
say? It's something that has been
Happening over
laid
and
down
over.
to you, that you have heard stories, they've told you
The
this.
worst
Because
part
it's
is
not that you have a personal experience
Yes.
that
That
people
they
did this
offended you.
exactly.
The worst part to me is that the people that you are now antagonizing, you are hitting, those same Peter Obi and Tinubu will still shake hands.
Yes.
Before.
They will still talk.
Yes.
But you carry their matter. You put it on your children's own too. And you
And
just be
eventually-
spreading hate. And because children will look at what their parents are doing and they will carry it. So we have to stop seeing ourselves as tribes or ethnic groups. And wow, Nigeria. If you go outside, you're not going to tell someone that I'm from Adamawa State. I am in Nigeria. They don't know Adamawa
That's the
State.
first thing.
Exactly. I mean,
In
Nigeria.
I got moved from an economy class to a business class on a flight from the US. The man said, Nigeria, it's about a Bulgarian. You play football well. Rashidi Yakini,
That's
energy.
kidding.
You move from economy to business.
Imagine, just because of that.
They're not
Because
going
I'm
to
in
look at your
Nigeria.
state. They don't know whether Rashidi Gyekini is Hausa or Yoruba or Igbo.
Abi,
No,
oh,
I
he's
don't
a
have a
Nigerian.
problem.
And the what will not be complaining that these are whites, they are hating us, but you are hating on yourself.
You are hating on yourself.
Very well here. Oh.
Exactly.
Very well here. We have to change that mentality that we are divided. We are not divided. We just have lines.
Anyway, I also think that if we indeed want to make a change, we have to start, like we said, like voting. We have to participate because a lot of people,
Very important.
especially educated, learned people, they are like, "Whoa, I can't be bothered." They already know what they want to do. Well,
Yeah.
that's not my
Are you
because
hearing?
I can't hear her. I don't want to hear her. I don't want to.
It's actually,
I don't want to do jumping. I can't constrain myself. Oh, I'm not even interested. Blah blah blah. And then you know
in terms of
the
election, the
what
whole
people
world is
keep
losing
getting
it. The whole world.
Yes.
It's not just Nigeria.
Yeah, that's true.
The number of people who vote now everywhere, including the US, the UK, is
It's
dropping.
down. You see,
It's dropping down. It's dropping. It's like we no longer believe in
Then
we
participatory
don't have faith.
democracy.
Yes.
So, and for me, the country is big. Otherwise, what we should just do is a referendum. Okay? Who can best lead us? Oh yeah, let's
Point
take this
out.
man.
That cannot work.
No, but you know that you can do leadership scouting. And that's
Should
why
do a lot.
you see that when some groups, when they start, and people identify those who have leadership capacity, they push them forward.
Yeah.
You now see that as the groups grow and more people come in, and you don't do that picking of leadership, you turn it into an open election, you begin to have a problem. Because people without the mentality of where to go, they are coming into the fray. That's why we all still keep talking about Nnamdi Azikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, the Sardauna, and all of those people. We won't stop talking about them. The Ahmadu Bellos. We won't stop talking about them because their people saw them that they had the capacity. So they went to headhunt them. When they picked them, for instance, the likes of Awolowo came back home and said, okay, I'm now holding a position. And picked Bola Ige, picked Lateef Jakonde, picked Adekunle Ajasin, picked Bisi Onabanjo, the man in Kwara, like that, he picked them. And the party at that time, all the parties had a hold on their elected representatives. You cannot decide that I am Bola Ige, this is the agenda I want to pursue. No. It is the UPN, Unity Party of Nigeria agenda you are going to pursue. You can't do otherwise. Because at that point, the party chairman in your state, when you are coming into a meeting as the governor, you must stand up to greet him. Because that's the head of the party. You are the head of government. Two separate entities. The head of government is executing the policies of the party. And the party has a right to call you to order if you are not executing it well. But now, both of them are combined. The head of government is the head of party, whether at the state or at the federal level. That doesn't give room for checks and balances.
Exactly.
We have turned it into a social club, governance, where the president of the club supervises everything and then turns himself or herself into a sole administrator and says, this is how I want to run it. I may not be able to say the same of our president now. But when he was governor of Lagos State, we saw a huge difference. And some of us knew at that time, and we still know now, that those who ran Lagos with Tinubu, they were no more than 7.
At that time.
People who had vision. People who didn't sleep all night. When people say our president is old now, is this? Yes, he worked when he was younger. And this could be the effect of that. Meeting from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., get 1 or 2 hours sleep and return to work. That's governance. We've been saying it. It will sound wicked, but there is no governor in this Lagos State who has achieved what Alhaji Lateef Jakonde achieved. And no governor will ever be able to achieve it if we are not careful. Because the money he used at that time, the dollar, at some point was 1.2, like that. Who is going to go to the market? All of the things that they use in building houses now, you don't produce anyone in Nigeria. And you are doing it at 1,600 to $1. How does the governor perform?
How?
Even if you have the best of governors. All the things we ought to have done, the Naira has caught up with us. In Lagos specifically, 4th Mainland Bridge. How do you achieve it in this economy? They said they want to patch 3rd Mainland Bridge or build a new one. So the building of the new one, they looked at it, it's about 36 billion. Patching to make that one good is about 38 billion. Because it's still the same materials we are going to use. You can't run away from these things. The bad times have caught up with us until when we reverse all those negatives.
When will that be?
I think gradually we are doing so. I think gradually we are doing so. Without being sentimental. The sacrifices we ought to have made years back, when Gowon was in power, when Muritala was in power, when Obasanjo was in power, those are the sacrifices we are making now. It's a shame that we are where we are. We can't reverse those things. But I won't promise you that you'll be there at that time. Because it is easier to destroy than to build.
Than to build, though. True.
It's just
true.
so.
Wow.
God help us.
God help us.
But I have a question.
God help Nigeria.
No,
We
God
don't
bless
say
Nigeria.
God
Never
help.
say,
God
God
help.
help.
God help
I
Nigeria.
have a question. Is
Okay.
it possible that even though we have a lot of problems by ourselves, is it possible that we have foreign interference also actively trying to weaken Nigeria?
Of course, now.
Nobody will want you to thrive when they
Of
have
course.
when they can exploit you now.
Exactly. And they have
Nobody
interest.
will want you to.
Hmm.
Even within, nobody wants the other person to thrive. It takes the grace of God for that to happen.
Yes, that's true.
That's why in some companies the rate of turnover of staff is high, because once you settle in and they say, okay, this one is time to move the person up, they change you and bring in somebody else who will collect more money now.
True.
So there is nobody who will see that we have
Talking
this
about
kind of
corruption.
resources that we have and leave us to thrive now. Okay, imagine now we start refining our crude ourselves.
Yes, Dangote is already there.
US comes to us and says, sell crude to me. We say no, we don't want to sell crude to you. We want to sell finished product to you. In which company do you want to use it? What's the grade that you want? And we sell it to them. They come to us and say, we want cocoa. We say no. We want to give you Bonvita.
But we have control. And
We have
they won't
control
like
of our
Control,
resources.
yes.
They won't like that.
They won't like it. So it's better for us to be disunited and disjointed without a government that has the capacity to manage things. That's what they are doing. All of this Boko Haram stuff. Do you see the kind of guns that they use?
I mean,
Do you know what's
No, it's
going
not even
Nobody can buy it now. So to tell you that those people have their brain, they are looking for natural resources, and they are doing so
exactly.
massively in Zamfara. They are doing so in Plateau. They are doing so in Sokoto. People don't follow our history. One, as bad as people think the North is, Borno State, it used to be the highest producer of rice in this country. So why would they not go there to go and scatter it? Because they know that once we have our resources, we manage ourselves. We can abandon them now. So we are still going to find our way back. But I'm not sure that anybody here.
I will be.
God can
That
do.
this is a long time.
God can do, because when he said in 4 days there will be plenty in Samaria,
say
it happened.
by this time tomorrow.
But human eyes.
We not see it.
Hey,
How
we
it
can't
will
see it,
happen,
oh.
but you just see.
Because
We don't want to see it. It just happen. We don't want to see how it will happen.
in Borno now, they said they are moving. Each time they claim a certain part, you see them, they come again in full force and take over the place. How did they do it? Because they have people who are backing them up, who are supplying them the weapons. And like they have said, most of those guys are foreigners. And they've been telling us, if you kill 10 of us, we'll replace with 20. That's how bad it is. So, but we'll get there. Certainly we'll get there.
So another question. Sorry, I'm taking it from our What kind of qualities do you think our leader, the president, should have? I'm not attacking President Tinubu, but in order for this country to really change, to really transform, to move towards the direction that we all want it to go, what qualities would the president and other governors?
The most important thing is the political will. Anybody who is scared of death should not go near governance. Because those who are running this show, from what we can see, they are ready to kill. You know, I was saying it some days back in the office. I said, see, those who are attaches, those who are attached to all these big men, they make a lot of money from the system not working. So how would they want it to work?
So how would they want it to? Yeah.
They don't want it to work. So we've got to have people who have the fear of God. I say something to people. If we decide today, everybody 100%, that we want this country to work and we begin to do what we are supposed to do, in 24 hours, US will come and beg us that this unity is too much. This focus is not what we like. Because that's all that we need. A gate man does his work well. The managing director does his own.
Police do their own.
Everybody.
Nobody's saying,
do your own.
give me this, you know.
That's a nice image.
I'm telling you,
it's something I see that if we do in 24 hours, this country will change. Because the kind of problems that we have, they are man-made.
They are man-made. Yes, exactly. Our problems are man-made.
See,
They are
see
not.
what happened when youths came together to protest against SARS.
But even the youths, did they do what was in the plan? I reminded people on a TV show just last week. The essence, what the gathering of the youth that led to NSAS was to galvanize political power. And that galvanizing was about all of us here. We decide, call people in this area, and we take over the councillorship. And we nominate one of us, go and do what is right. Make this ward a model. We go to the local government level, pick the chairman, and say, make this local government a model. When we do about, Lagos has 20 officially recognized local governments. If we duplicate it in 15, and those local governments are running well, the others will run and say, no, we want to copy you, and then we change the whole state. That was the whole idea. But even within the youth, they brought money and money scattered there. That was the plan. Even among the youth, that was what scattered everything. How did we get here? Everybody is looking for a way to exploit the other person. We have fine ideas which we can pursue. If the people in the south, you know, if they don't go and go around doing comfort emerson, they stop stealing crude, they decide that is how they want to run their lives. You know, that we must do it the way it should be done. We'll have more oil to sell to all of these people. Our if all these workers, all these unions, Pengasan, they say, okay, we are going to go straight. Our refineries will work. Because we have people in-house who are capable of doing those refineries to work. But the moment it works, it's a minus for them. And in all of those refineries that are not working in the last 10 years, people are there working, collecting salary.
Collecting salary.
No conscience.
Collecting salary for
And they are going to fight.
And they are fighting.
And the Dangotes of this world too, they should stop what will make us to say that they are trying to run a monopoly. The boas, they should stop it. If all of us will agree that this is where we want to go, it's easy to run this country. And like one governor said yesterday, he said, the potential that we have, we will never achieve it if we don't work together. We will never. So I believe we can. We will achieve it, but we need to realize who we are supposed to be. Who we are supposed to be. You know, if we realize it quickly, we'll get over it. We are not realizing that.
I think part of that problem was lack of history. I didn't grow up with history.
Even if you grew up with history,
I mean, like,
those who are controlling the narratives, they're taking it away
there's that one.
Exactly.
from. Now we now
They
see
return it back now.
that it is possible
Let's
that
just hope there is no doctor.
a father can be in power and his children are also in power at different levels. That is wrong.
But they are
See,
working
family
Oh, that Lagos State belongs to
Hey,
somebody.
hey, hey.
Imagine.
it's not,
Turn into family
they have
business.
turned everything upside down. We are no longer edge hunting based on capacity.
Exactly.
We are edge hunting based on family
Who knows?
based sentiments. That's how we are hunting. I'm not saying the people,
dynasty now.
and yes, it's a dynasty or an oligarch, like somebody called it. We are not operating based on capability now. We are operating based on, I want to leave my child or my children in this position before I go. I'm not saying those children too don't have their strengths.
But they should earn it.
They should earn it. That's the point. They should earn it. It shouldn't just be because it's my child. And those children too are now have this sense of entitlement.
Yes, the entitlement is too much. I'm telling you.
Because they left their empires to children that were not ready to run.
I mean, they were just entitled.
Fair.
Mm.
That's how empires fall. Because like we said that at some
Nigeria
point
will not fall.
it will crumble. No, it's not Nigeria that will fall.
I know.
It's the empire that will fall. You know.
It is well, like we always say. We say it is well, it is well.
And that's how we deceive ourselves.
Exactly. It is well. This is how I'm going to work. We say it is well. It is well. Okay, so Nigeria at 65. There's a lot of work to be done, and this work it involves everybody. It involves me, it involves you, it involves everybody. If we all stand up today and say, no, this country has to be great, and we are ready to make the sacrifices, I'm ready to do my part. You are ready to do your part. Before we know it, Nigeria is great again. This is a great country. Some of us have experienced, the greatness, before it became like this. And I have a firm belief that it can be great again, even though I say it should not be my time.
The way we are going about
But I'm hopeful. Even if it's not my time, at least my grandchildren, I mean, you will see it like that. What was that in the Bible? That, okay, your eyes will see it. You may not even that you will see this sort of like Jesus. There was this prophet. Yes, that you will witness it. So I will witness the greatness of man.
Well, don't add the Jesus name. That's how we deceive ourselves.
That kind of thing. You agree?
Okay, so let's do the work to make Nigeria great again, and we say happy independence.
Happy independence, Nigeria.
It's not just public holiday. Sorry.
Let's use this holiday to go and to think and go back to the drawing board and what can I do? Because there's this thing I heard about the Americans. They say, what can I do to make this country better? What can I do for my country? Not what can my country do for me? Because even on the streets, normal things, when you ask somebody, can you help me with this, or how much you will give me? Everybody wants some. Yes, everybody wants some. You don't even want to do a favor for him. You don't even want to do anything without being compensated. You don't, and it's not supposed to be that way. So let's start thinking of what we can do for our country to make our country great, and we'll all be recipients of the, greatness. So don't forget to like this video and also share to everybody, share to every Nigeria.
And let's hear your thoughts, guys.
Yes, put your comments in the comment section.
Let's hear your solutions.
Abio, if you have any, put in the comment section. Let's know what independence means to you, and let's also know how you think the country can move forward and your own parts. What will be your part? Exactly, what will be your part there? And don't forget to subscribe as well, so you get notifications when we come back online with
That's
new
very
videos.
important to me.
Very,
Tell
very,
them
very,
it's
very
important to me.
It's important to our boss. Please click that subscribe button. Stop watching our videos for free. Subscribe, and if you check our bio, you see all our social media handles. Just follow us. Follow, like, share, subscribe. And we keep bringing you up-to-date news and gist. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Happy Independence Day once again.